Now then, welcome to the channel, the Lake District and Buttermere. We're parked just up the hill out of the village on the Newlands Pass Road. We're going to be coming down the path from bottom of Robinson there, so that brings us back out at the car park. So, yeah, parked just out of the village, busy down there already. It's only 8 o'clock. Now today, we're not going up them hills you can see behind us there, which are looking magnificent. We're going off up that way. We're going to drop down to, I think it's called Millbeck, then up Millbeck for a while, and we're going to shoot off up to Sale, then back down from Sale, then round the end of Ard Crags, then up Ard Crags over Knott Rigg, and down the lower slopes of Robinson up there. So let's have a quick look at the route. So we've entered Gilwood, and I think that's called Millbeck down there, and I'm not sure, I could be wrong. And it's a glorious morning. Nice to get out of the village down there. It's absolutely heaving. And let Charlie off his lead. He's a nightmare on his lead. He's so well behaved off it, but on it he just pulls. Right, so we follow this beck for quite a way up here before we branch off left to climb up onto Sale, and then we're back down to the beck and follow that round to the head of the Ard Crags and Knott Rigg ridge. Is it called Aitkin something or other, I can't remember, before we climb up onto that ridge. So we're in no rush today. We arrived early to get parked. I mean, a Saturday with a good forecast in Buttermere. 8 o'clock and it's heaving already. It was to be expected. All right, we'll just amble our way along here for a bit. So we've climbed up away from the stream and out of Gill Woods, and now we're on the fell side. We're contouring round below. This is Whiteless Breast, and from that gate we've just come through as a path. It takes you straight up there and up to Whiteless Pike, and I've been up that way before, but I can't remember if I've been along this way or not. I don't know. Charlie's, where are they down there? Can you see him? Charlie's very interested in the pigs down there. Right, so we carry on along this path for quite a while before we branch off to go up to Sale, and we're just going up to Sale and back down onto this path. But look at that view behind us, up to Red Pike. Now is it High Stile and High Crag, or is it the other way around? Is it High Crag and High Stile? I can't remember. And then up to Haystacks. It's a glorious day. And that there below the sun, that's a Birket up there on your way to Robinson. Can't remember its name, but we've done that. And I don't know if you can make out cars coming down Newlands Pass. I've cycled down that. That was fun. It was more fun coming down this side than it was going up the other side. I've tried it, I think, twice now, and the last I don't know, 50 metres or so has beaten me. I've had to get off both times. Right, we'll carry on plodding along up here in the peace and quiet. So you can see above my head there our final hill of the day, which is Knott Rigg. And there's a path coming right down this ridge, and there's a path leading up to it down that side of the valley. Now my intention was to go along there and down to Newlands Hawes, but I don't know. I might have a look when we get there. I might have a look at this path here and then pick up this path going along that side of the valley. We'll see when we get up there. And look at the views behind me now. Look, we've seen them already, haven't we? But it's stunning, isn't it, over to Red Pike. And a place to ourselves as well. There was a couple gone off in front of us with all the faffing around filming and everything. They're well in front now. So, yeah, place to ourselves. Glorious. Right, on we go. So we've climbed up away from Salebeck and we're on this path that kind of contours round the lower slopes. Oh, warm now. Got a new jacket today. I'm like a walking advert for Revolution Race. I've got their zip off trousers on as well. I was after a new fleece. Got zips knackered on the other one. I don't know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's the right faff. So I was in lookout for a new jacket, and it was reduced from 138, I think it was, to 67, so I'll give it a go. It's all right. I'll make a judgment on it after a few wears, I think. But it might have to come off soon. Oh. So you can see up there, where's it gone? It should be straight above my head now. That's our first objective. That's Sale. So we actually go kind of past it and then climb up and back to it. I think I can just make out the path going up there. And there's no new Wainwrights for Charlie or myself today. It's just doing some second time rounders for us both, and it's still lovely and peaceful. Place to ourselves. Right, on we go. Ah well, it goes on a bit, does this path. I've still got a fair way to go as well. You see behind us over to Red Pike and his mates. I can never remember High Style or High Crag, which comes first. I always get them two mixed up. Anyway, it's one of them. Still got the place to ourselves there, which is good. And it's glorious, isn't it? Oh, you see where we're going. Up there, we go up to Sale, then back down, then we have to cross over this beck somewhere, and then up to Ard Crags up there. Right, on we go. Right, you can see behind me the path starts to climb up a bit around the lower slopes of Sale. So we're going to stop by this little babbling brook for coffee and a chew. I think this jacket might have to come off before we start going up there. It's getting quite warm. Right, so coffee and a chew and then we'll head off up there. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, we've had our coffee and a chew and just climbed away from that gill, and look at that view looking back down the valley over to Red Pike and his chums, whichever order they come in. It's brilliant, isn't it? And that's our final hill of the day. That's Knott Rigg, and you can't actually see the summit of Ard Crags, I don't think, yet behind this hill in front of us. So yeah, we're going to carry on gently climbing around the lower slopes of Sale for now before we turn off steeply left. Right, up we go. Charlie, this way. So we've arrived at this fork in the tracks where we start to climb steeply up to Sale. Oh, it's a bit loose, is this path. I can't remember if I've been up here before or not. I suspect I might have been a long time ago. I can't really remember. Right, we'll make our way steeply up here. Right, we're just passing this path that goes off down there. I don't know if you can see it on here. Can you see it going down there? And that's the way we're going when we come back down from Sale. So we'll be doubling back on this bit of path and going down there. And there's a path going straight up to Ard Crags from there. I've just seen some people coming down it. Our plan was to go right round the end through some scree, which actually looking at it from here looks a bit iffy, so yeah, we'll go straight up that path, straight up to the summit. Right, onwards up to Sale. So we've arrived at the col between Sale and Scar Crags, and now we're going to make our way up the infamous zigzag path up Sale. It caused a lot of controversy, this path, but it's a decent path though. Yeah, better just sticking to this and avoiding excessive erosion. I know I'm all in favour of it. I suppose it is a bit of a scar really, but what can you do with the amount of people that get into lakes? Right, so up here tick it off and back down. So we're making our way up the zigzag path of sail, and the views are amazing, absolutely stunning, and it's a bit busy here as well. But you might be wondering, well, you might not be, but I'm going to tell you anyway, why have I decided to add sail on to what would be a perfectly good walk, just to do Ard Crags Knott Rigg. Well, that way along the ridge, Scar Crags and Causey Pike, I've done them twice. On the other side of Sail, I've got a walk planned to come over Grassmoor to Crag Hill. That's going up Lad House. I've been down there before and it's a nightmare. So what that's going to be like, I don't know. So the hills either side of Sail I've either done or have a walk planned to do them twice. And Sail was just going to be stuck in the middle. So I've added it onto this one just to tick it off for the second time. I'm beginning to wonder whether that was such a good idea. Well, yeah, with views like this, of course it was a good idea, wasn't it? I mean, look, looking over to Blencathra, that's got quite a dusting of snow on it as well. On its, well, that be its southern flank, I suppose it will, no, northern flank. I mean. All right, upwards to double back and come all the way back down again. Right, so that's Sail done. You can see behind me Crag Hill, which I say we're doing a route coming up from Grassmoor over there. We're coming up the scramble up to the Burkitt summit first, and then the Wainwright summit. This is stunning. You can see over there to Grisdale Pike and the Northern Fells. Let's say Blencathra's got a dusting of snow on it. Right, so we're going to head off back down here and over to Ard Crags Knott Rigg, and we'll have another look at the views over Buttermere Fells. When we get over to Knott Rigg, we'll probably have lunch up there somewhere as well. Right, we're ready, Charlie? Back down? Right, down we go. Go on, back down. So on the way up, I said that the path further down there was our downward route. Well, it's not. Hang on. We're going to go down. So, can you see it for me? We're going to go down this little gully. Could be interesting. Right, down we go. Oh well, that section of this gully there turned into just a scree shoot. Oh, we got down it all right, and it's back to being a grassy gully now. I mean, it does look like people use this as a route. Not many people, just idiots like me. And you. Well, no, you're not idiots, are you? We're nearly down it now though, and then I saw some people coming down that direct path from Ard Crags, and it looked as if it was a bit wet. Down in the col between here and the ascent, and I saw them going up what's the hill we've just been up?
1 hour later.
Sail. I saw them going up Sail. I said, is it a bit boggy down there? I said, yeah, really boggy. So we'll have to pick our way through that. Right. Up. Yeah, interesting this way down. I mean, it's perfectly doable. You've got to be careful. That scree shoot up there was the worst bit. This is okay, it's just grassy now. Bit on the steep side. Perfectly doable. Right. We'll see you at the bottom. Right, so we're over that allegedly boggy section. Wait a minute, mate. By racket they were making as they went over it, you'd have thought they were waist deep. If they think that's boggy, obviously they've never been in Central Fells. Right, our initial plan from here was to go along this vague path here and right round to like the nose of Ard Crags. It's got a name, is it Crags Knott, is it, or something like that? But looking at it, it looks like it's a really vague path and it goes through a load of scree. So, because we like going up and we like it steep, we're going straight up there. Oh, now then, just heard a ring-ousel over there. That's the first one I've heard of the year. I love them birds. I think I've said that in a previous video. And there's the gully that we've just come down. It was doable, but if you don't like scree shoots, I'd come down the way we spotted as we were on our way up. That'll bring you out just further down this path on the other side at Valley, and then steeply up to Ard Crags, and we'll think about some lunch up there. Right, up we go. So I'll just show you the difference in the paths. That there is the gully we came down, and if you continue along the path a bit, this is the path we spotted on the way up, and it pretty much brings you out to the same place on that path where we came over the alleged boggy section. So yeah, I'd probably come down this bottom path really rather than take on that gully. And that's looking down the valley that we walked up. Right. Charlie taking 5. Up here. So here we are on Ard Crags. That was steep coming up there. What views we've got. I'll just show you down here, looking down the Newlands Valley, look. It's stunning, isn't it? Over to what's that called there? My memory for the names of hills. That popular one by side of Derwentwater. Come on, help me out, what's it called? Cat Bells. Cat Bells and Maiden Moor, High Spy, up to Dale Head. I'll leave a link to the last time we were up Dale Head. That turned out to be a right adventure, did that. White out top of Dale Head. Went up my favourite route though. I love the route that we took up Dale Head. There's Robinson, and I'll show you the Buttermere Fells over there when we get onto Knott Rigg. Right, so we're gonna drop off here for our lunch. There's a little col in between here and Knott Rigg. We'll find somewhere out of the wind there, and we'll have lunch. Oh, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. We're doing well for views at the moment, aren't we? Right, we'll get ourselves down here and have some lunch. So there's been a change of plan with regards lunch stop. We're not going to have it down here. We drop down into this little col thing before we get up onto Knott Rigg. We're going to lose all the views, so we're going to wait until we get over onto Knott Rigg, and we'll have great views over to Red Pike. And I'll try and find out what order High Style and High Crag come in by the time we get over there. It's just disappearing behind here now, but could see over to the Helvellyn range that way. It's glorious. Right, so we're going to get over to Knott Rigg. So we're not far from the summit of Knott Rigg over there. Look, I just thought I'd show you this because you can see quite a lot of our routes now. You see the footpath coming along here to this stream here. That's where we stopped for coffee and chew, and then we carried on. You see where the paths, I won't point because it makes it go out of focus. See where the path forks off left to climb up and up to Sale, and then back down. And you see where the gully comes down, where it meets that diagonal path. That's the gully we came down there. So we disappeared behind this. And there you can see over to the Dodds and Helvellyn, Fairfield, and that there earlier that I said was Dale Head. It's not. I had a think about it. You can't see Dale Head from here. That's Hindscarf, and then that's Robinson. And then once we get to the top of Knott Rigg, we'll be able to see the Buttermere Fells, Red Pike, and the rest of them. Right, so we'll get over there, show you views from there, and then we're going to have our lunch. So that's Knott Rigg done, and that's a great view over the Buttermere Fells. Now we'll start off over there. We've got Great Bourne and Starling Dodd, Red Pike, High Style and High Crag. On the other side of High Crag is Pillar, and then over here is Robinson, and just see Hindscarf. And then what can we see down here? Over Maiden Moor, High Spy, Maiden Moor, Cat Bells, the Dodds, Helvellyn, and up to Blencathra up there. You can just see a little bit of Derwent Water, Causey Pike, Scar Crags, Sale where we've just been, Crag Hill. Yeah, it's glorious. So it's just started to cloud over a bit now and get a bit chilly, but we're going to just drop down here and have our lunch before we head off over the ridge. And I still haven't made my mind up which way I'm going to go down yet, but we're going to have lunch here first. Well, lunch was very relaxed, very pleasant, and I've decided, I think, that I'm going to stick to the intended route with less than 2 miles to go. And if I just spin round, I don't know if you'll be able to make out on here, but we go down over here. See that little knot kind of thing sticking out? We drop down there into Newlands Hawes. Then there's a path goes up to the right of the waterfall, up towards, I think that's Crags Knott Rigg, is it, to Burkitt, and that joins up with the path that goes up to Robinson, and we're parked right at the end of that path, so that'll take us right back to the car. So I think we'll do that. It's less than 2 miles. There's just a bit more down to go back up again, which is irritating, isn't it? But it's glorious. That wind's got up a bit now though, and it's a bit of a chill to it. A few clouds rolling in, and the forecast was for rain this evening, I think. Right, so we'll carry on down here to Newlands Hawes. So we've dropped down just about into Newlands Hawes, and the route that I'd planned goes up there. I don't know if you can make the path out. Well, we've just dropped all the way down from up there, and I just don't fancy it. So we could go just follow the road down, don't fancy that either. So what we're going to do, we're going to go off-piste down here, and remember that path that I showed you coming down that other ridge that I said we might come down on? I wish we had now. So we're going to go off-piste down here and pick that path up and just head along this side of the valley, and then find some way of getting back up to the car. But I'm not going up there after just coming down from up there. Right, so off-piste down here. So we found, well, I was going to say a sheep trod, but it was a bit too well defined for a sheep trod. I think people must use it. And we've picked up, see this path that I saw earlier coming down, so I think this would have been the better option in the first place, to come down this path. Leads us down to, there's a path along this side of the valley. I don't know it though. I don't know how we're going to get back up to the car from there. We might have to go all the way back down into Buttermere on it. I did notice as we climbed out of Gill Wood, there was a footbridge down in the bottom. This might take us to that footbridge, and we might have to go over there and then back down into Buttermere. I hope not, because I parked halfway uphill, so that the path would bring us straight back out to the car. So we'll see. Nice and peaceful anyway, nobody else coming this way. Right, so down we go. So we're down now onto the path in the opposite side of the valley where we went up, that side. And if you're doing this as a route just to do Ard Crags Knott Rigg, come down that path there. Don't even think about going to Newlands Hawes and up over Crags Knott Rigg to get back to the car. Just come straight down that path. I mean, you can see it's a well-defined path. People obviously use that. Nice and quiet again though, coming along it, and it's clouded over again. It's still warm though. Great view back up the valley where we've been. Look, puts a smile on my face. Right, carrying on along this path. Right, so we're not that far from the car. We're going to just pop out onto the road here. I think there's a building marked on the map as a reservoir. I think we're going to come out onto the road there, and it's only 100 metres or so from there. Oh, it's been a great day. You see behind us there up to Knott Rigg. Now if you're going to do this, it's a great route just for doing Ard Crags and Knott Rigg. Just come straight down that path there, don't go anywhere near Newlands Hawes, and this has been an easy path to follow coming along here. But before I sign off, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching and subscribing. We've reached a couple more minor milestones. As you can see here, we've reached 1,000 hours viewing in the last rolling 365 days, and we've also reached 250 subscribers. Now both of those they're a quarter of where we need to be. We need to be at 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers. So spread the word. But thank you to everybody who has subscribed and watched, and especially commented and liked. It does make a difference, especially to a tiny wee channel like this trying to get going. So I'm going to sign off now. We've had a great day. It's been quieter than I thought it would be. I mean, it was busy on the ridge going up and down from Sale, but I expected there'd be people doing the Coaldale Horseshoe variants of it. But no, apart from that, it's been brilliant. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do the usual. The liking, subscribing, ringing the notification bell, commenting, sharing, all the usual malarkey. And hopefully see you on the next one. Tra!